Hello everyone, I'm Shreyam Sharma. I am a student of Nalsar, Hyderabad, and I was admitted to Nalsar last year itself. I ended up rank 169 in CLAT as ordered as it gets, and I was a student of Law Prep tutorial. I was obviously being taught through the online mode because of the pandemic, and I was registered at Law Prep Patna Center. And Muzaffarpur also, I was in contact with them because they were the nearest to my village where I was being stationed in the pandemic. So in the middle of the pandemic, I was stationed at my village in a small district in Bihar, and in Bihar, because of the pandemic, I couldn't move out, and my entire preparation of CLAT was happening from there. Luckily, I had a 4G tower right next to my village, so there wasn't any connectivity issue. But the law prep tutorial team at Patna Center and Muzaffarpur Center helped me a lot in giving me the materials in physical format before the CLAT examination was turned into the online digital format. They helped me get hold of the mocks, the ALET mocks, the CLAT mocks in hard copy format, and they delivered it to my home per se. The faculty there is really amazing to interact with. I talk to them a lot of times. They're very helpful. They give you tips and tricks which come handy a lot of times in the examination hall. It did come for me as well. I would especially like to appreciate Abhishek Bhaiya and Abhishek. I call him Bhaiya, but he is officially my sir. Because of the relationship a teacher and student has, he has helped me on every step of this preparation. He has remained in contact with me even through NLAT, the NLAT fiasco that happened, and after ALET, after CLAT, definitely he was in constant touch with me. So this is the kind of attention that law preparatorial teachers give to the students, and I would encourage you and urge you as well to go for law prep. Take admission in your nearest coaching law prep center. If you're in Bihar, take admission in Patna or Muzaffarpur. About the preparation thing in CLAT, which will be rather short because most of us know about the basic idea that goes inside the preparation. I'll also be talking about how to deal with the anxiety and nervousness on the day of the CLAT itself, because that's a big day, and you can't have to take the leverage, or you can't have the leverage to commit mistakes which are unwarranted on that day itself. I'll also be talking about a bit about how my life has been in the online campus of Nalsar in the last 2.5 to 3 months. So let's start with the preparation thing. So I was a student of online law prep tutorial, and I subscribed to their very good materials as well. The game changer, so to speak, for example, was a very good one for practicing more and more RCs, more and more legal reasoning stuff, more and more reading comprehensions. The GK and general knowledge in the current affairs modules they gave, the packets of current affairs that they gave, it covered a lot of important topics. For example, the Rafale deal, and the national education policy, and both of them came in the paper. So it covered a lot of crucial aspect, and we all know that to gain command over the current affairs and GK thing, you need to read the newspaper daily. You need to have a comprehensive idea of what is going around in the world. And you saw in the paper how the questions were set. It was a very comprehensive GK section. You couldn't get past through that with a simple one-liner GK format. You had to know the detail and comprehensive analysis of every topic which is covered. Say, the Rafale deal or the national education policy, for example. For the logical reasoning section, all I did was to practice more and more stuff from the game changer, the questions they gave. I took more and more mocks given by law prep tutorial. If you have any problems with the basics of logical reasoning, for example, assumptions and conclusions, you should attend their classes, the video lectures, of course. Their teachers are great. You can also take help of the books on logical reasoning. R.D. Sharma is a good one, for example. It covers most of the basic stuff and the basic concepts, and which are important to work on. You need to work on those concepts. It's not like they are the last nail in the coffin. You have to work on those concepts as well. Keep practicing is the only thing I'll say, and keep working on your mistakes. It happened a lot with me in the initial time. Most of my logical reasoning questions were wrong. Because of the inferential gap between my approach and the approach that the answer had. So that gets covered up in the long run when you practice more and more questions, take more and more mocks. In the legal reasoning section, I think it's logical reasoning, with the disguise of some legal knowledge and some legal jargon and legal vocabulary. So all you need to do for that part is to read in more and more articles related to the judgments, to the contemporary latest judgments, contemporary activities in the Indian society, maybe on the world, on the global level as well. For example, the triple talaq thing, the abrogation of Article 370, and a lot of things happened last year and the last to last year. It was a big load for all of us. I don't know if so many things will happen this year. I hope not. But yeah, so there are a lot of things out there. You could get access to websites like Live Law and Barring Bench. I'm not promoting him here exactly, but I would also like to suggest you to watch Fazan Mustafa Sir's Legal Awareness web series, because it covers a lot of that kind of legal reasoning. He uses the legal reasoning which was comprehensively and on a very general overview was being used in a lot of legal reasoning questions. So for that, you just need to practice more and more, as for other sections as well. Legal reasoning depends on the fact whether you know about that event earlier or not. As it happened in CLAT 2020 paper, most of the events that were asked were familiar to me, and so it was pretty easy for me to go through the section with a higher speed. So just keep practicing, keep reading more law related things, and just go about the judgments and new activities and new events that are coming up. As for the English section part, it goes like the other sections as well. You need to practice more and more, but for the English section especially, I believe personally that practicing a lot of reading comprehension, reading a lot of editorials, learning more and more vocab in a small period of time doesn't help you gain authority over the language itself. It can't be achieved in a month or 6 months, or I personally believe even in a year or so. So what English requires is a strong core foundation, whether or not you have been reading stuff, reading books, reading novels, watching movies, for example, the basic stuff, watching English movies. Whether or not have you been doing that for a long period of time, whether or not you used to speak English formally in the school or in classrooms or anywhere, so to say, that would help a lot. But again, even if that would help, that wouldn't help you gain mastery over the subjects to a level where English will become your forte. It wouldn't. Basically, the practicing of more and more RCs and editorials will help you gain an edge if you're already at a good position, and will help you improve from a very weak position to a moderate and intermediary position. You cannot transcend from a very weak position to a very strong position in English only by just practicing. You need to have a basic core foundation for English. But still, I would recommend you, whatever period of preparation you are in, however close CLAT is or however far CLAT is, keep reading one book aside the usual preparation. One book in English, anything you like, fiction, non-fiction, novels, autobiographies, science fiction, anything you like. You just keep reading a book apart from the usual CLAT stuff all the time. Just never miss it. Every day, for example, take out 15, 20 to 30 minutes. I know, it happens for everything. For every small thing, every teacher just starts saying, take out 10 minutes to 15 minutes. But you gotta take out 15 minutes for this part, because it's important. It helps you build a foundation, keep the continuity in English going on. For the rest, I would also recommend you to take the law prep books on English. They especially have a book on vocabulary and reading comprehension, which is pretty much up to the mark. You can take help from there, practice it. Don't practice it only once. Practice it once, erase it, or I'll say, use a rough sheet of paper and mark it ABCD. Then practice it again and see whether or not you have committed the mistakes as you did in the first attempt. So that will help you improve on your own score. For the quant section is a bit tricky, because as compared to English, it requires a higher level of basic knowledge. Although the quant now CLAT Consortium is asking is very basic. It is very basic. You need a very basic knowledge of geometry, because they asked geometry. You need a very basic knowledge of algebra and some aspects of profit and loss and time and distance, which I think you can master over a period of time. But the advantage of maths is you can solve a lot of questions in a less amount of time with a surety of answers. In reading comprehension, there can be no surety when questions are inference based. But in maths and quantitative techniques, there will always be surety. So keep that fact in mind and work over math. Practice more and more questions. For a start, I would recommend, 25 to 30 maths sum or quantitative aptitude sum every day. As you feel more comfortable maths, go on increasing it. For GK, all you need to do is do the law prep tutorials, the booklet on current affairs every month which they give. It's a very comprehensive one, and I don't think you need anything apart from that. Plus the Hindu editorials every day, and the front page also you can do the second page. Basically, all that stuff which is relevant to the current events happening and evolving around India. Do not fall for bogus news. It's just a waste of time. So having completed the preparation strategy part, now I move on to a very important part, the big day, 28th September for me. It is a big day, but before I start telling you something about it and how my day went about it, I'll start with the caveat. You'll put in 10 hours of CLAT preparation every day. You'll put in all your sweat, your blood, you'll turn every stone, you'll check every box. But still, on the D-Day, on the main day, on the grand finale day, there might be situations or circumstances in which you will not perform as efficiently as you used to do in the mocks sitting at home. There will be conditions. It happened with me. It happened with a lot of my friends. It happens with everyone. And the main challenge in cracking the paper is to deal with that situation, that circumstance, that nervousness, that butterfly in the stomach. You have to deal with it. Situations will arise when you will arrive in disappointment, which is very obvious because the amount of hard work you've put in will create disappointment if that hard work doesn't give you fruit, doesn't give you the result. But it's okay. The term ये जिंदगी के 2 घंटे मेरा future decide नहीं कर सकते only works when you've put in all the effort, when you have done what it takes for. You can't say the dialogue when you haven't worked for it, when you haven't prepped for it, when you haven't put hours daily for the CLAT preparation, and then you just show up at the exam center and something happens which ruins your paper, and then you blame it totally on it. So it doesn't work that way. You have to put in your hard work first. It's a big day. Sleep as much as possible. Stay away from current affairs and GK. Don't try to mug up till the last second. It doesn't help at all. Even if you get lucky and get 4 or 5 marks extra, I don't think it's worth it. The risk which arises because of the nervousness which your body creates inside you. The fear of missing out more and more GK questions, more and more current affairs. So stay away from those stuff. Be calm, be cool, have a good sleep is the most important thing. Stay concentrated. Take some caffeine, I would suggest. That helps. It does help. It's practical. And be calm and cool. Your hard work will give the result. Apart from that, there's nothing much to say about it, but also I would like to add a small point here. Do not dream about your dream college to an extent where you stop preparing and all you do all day, every week, every month is to fantasize about that college. You keep on researching about the college, the internship opportunities, the on-campus salary which they receive, the mood clinics, the ADRs, the debates. You keep on researching and you omit studying. Don't do that. It's okay to think about a dream college. Everyone has a dream college. Even I had a dream college, and I'm lucky to get there. To get there, don't have to think about that much. Just keep in mind that you have to get in there, but that's the only path which will take you there is hard work. That's the small point I wanted to add. With the help of law prep tutorials and online coaching programs and their books, their materials, their GK section, the wonderful sessions taken by Sagar Joshi sir and Abhishek sir of GK and current affairs, and the doubt clearing sessions in legal reasoning, the logical reasoning, quantitative aptitudes as well, the tips and tricks which they tell you to solve the mathematics problem in smallest time amount possible. All that helped me to clear CLAT and reach Nalsar, my dream college. Now I'll be talking about a bit of Nalsar because it's necessary to give a motivation, because this is what you're working for and you need to know how it is here. I'll not break some myths which we used to have about NLUs and about dream colleges before we used to give, before we gave the CLAT examination. But indeed, these myths are taking the risk, worth taking the risk for. It's a great experience, let me tell you. it's amazing here. The friend circle, the student circle, the amount of knowledge, the exchange of ideas, the level of discussion has suddenly increased. The level of discussion you used to have in your coaching classes, outside the classes, sipping coffee, the level of discussion here is at, like, you can't compare it with all kinds of discussion you've had till now. Students are from all the corners of the country. You get to meet a lot of new people. You get to make contact with a lot of people from different parts of the country. You get to know them, get to know the region. The professors, of course, are very, very approachable. Professors are very, very understandable. The way they teach, the practical way in which they teach, they take practical solutions. They take practical problems in the contemporary society, and we are given those problems and we apply the principles which are taught to us. So all the teachers here, all the professors here are up to the mark, definitely, and I'm definitely no one to comment on them, on their expertise. But what I feel as a student, it's a wonderful experience. The amount of exposure you get because of the moot clinics, the debates, it's very different from the school debates I've been having. Even in class 11 and 12, the kind of debates we had there were totally different from the kind of debates we're having here now. The alternate dispute resolution is also an emerging thing. The negotiation and mediation stuff, it's very interesting. It's very intriguing, and I personally am looking forward to go forward in mediation and arbitration along with moots. So there's a lot of stuff going on simultaneously, and you're never sitting idle. You always have something to do, and something to do which is productive and which is interesting, not boring. So any NLU, any dream college, and in my case Nalsar, is worth the hard work it takes to reach here. The first day of our orientation, and our professor, who happens to be the dean and the academic head and the admin also, she gave a statement which is very, very practical and which I want all of you to know. I know this may sound not appropriate at the time when you haven't even given CLAT, but it's important to keep this in mind somewhere in the corner so that you don't get over competitive. You don't lose your whole social life in the event of this preparation. And the statement was, you have just cleared a petty exam and you think you have cracked the whole world. You haven't. There's a lot to come. There is definitely a lot to come after that as well. So ending up with that, prepare well for CLAT. I don't know how the question paper will be this year, and will there be any postponements? We had a lot of time, but we had a lot of anxiety. We lost patience at many moments because in the continuous postponements that were happening. People who took a drop and are appearing CLAT this year, my special wishes to you all, because you've all suffered the trauma. I call it trauma because it definitely was trauma amidst a pandemic, a global pandemic. I was away from my family, so it was kind of a more serious trauma for me. It was incessant, it was unending. Pardon me. So all the best. Before ending again, I would like to reiterate that please go for law prep tutorials material. The material is excellent. The free mocks that they conduct, just try and take them, try to assess them. There's a small caveat, but it has advantage to it, a silver lining. The mocks are a bit difficult in the beginning, but that is deliberately set to make you feel that you need to work a lot on your sections, which is very, very important, because if you gain overconfidence in the start of the race itself, you're likely to lose down towards the end of the race. So take their mocks, sit down, open up the report and check what all mistakes have you done. Not only mistakes, go through every right answer as well, because most of the times when you guess an answer and somehow by sheer chance of luck it is right, it gets right, and we don't even look at that question anymore, assuming that we knew it. So look at even the right questions, of course the wrong questions, work on them, work more and more, practice more and more, read newspapers daily. Don't worry about the political opinions or the political inclinations. Just read it. Try to be neutral there. Do the compendium which Law Prep gives you every month. They're very comprehensive. Do attend sessions of all the teachers and doubt clearing sessions. Do attend session of Sagar Doshi sir and Abhishek sir, who are fantastic at teaching current affairs. They will put that in your head and it won't come out. It will be ingrained. So all the best, guys. Hoping to see some of you at Nalsar next year. I mean, next semester, not next year. And I don't know, fortunately or unfortunately, I don't know how to put this. Maybe we'll be having the same freshers. So all the best, and thank you.